Hello, Aries. Welcome in. It's Laura from Tenacious Taurus Twin Flame Tarot, and this is going to be a general collective message. Keep in mind, timing and energy is fluid. This could resonate at any point in time. This is also for any major Aries placements, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Jupiter, and North Node. So Aries, I don't know what's going on with you, but I kept being shown in meditation the energy of the scales. And so it kind of felt like this weighing energy, like weighing out your options, weighing out maybe some pros and cons. I also feel like you don't have all of the information yet that you need to maybe make a major decision. And I know we just went through the new moon eclipse in Libra, which is your opposite sign. I just felt this energy of like reading over documents, maybe signing a new contract and double checking everything over and over and over again. I also felt this energy, this urgency in the Aries collective of getting things organized, getting something in order. When it comes to relationships too, I feel this energy of a conclusion of a cycle, but I do feel there is somebody here that is extremely attached to you, very much extremely attached to you. Maybe this is an ex. It was the energy of maybe an ex is going to keep harassing you, won't stop calling you, trying to stir up trouble in your life, or maybe within like a group of friends, trying to shake things up in your life. But I do feel a discovery. There's going to be like this discovery of something new. And I also feel, Aries, that you're going through some type of like revitalization when it comes to your relationship with yourself. I do think it's time to try something new. I feel brand new energy, but you're going to have to take a risk and you might not see the immediate results. But I do feel be prepared for an ex to kind of harass you, maybe won't stop calling you. And it was like this energy of stirring up some trouble. So Aries, let's jump in with some cards. I'm going to try and keep this round short and sweet because I'm still having some trouble with my internet connection. But we are going to jump in with the Star Codes Astro Oracle deck to start. Look at that change on the bottom of the deck, Uranus. And so we do have Uranus currently in Taurus, retrograde. I believe it's at like the 22 degree mark. And so maybe you've recently gone through some massive changes, some upheaval. Uranus kind of comes in to shake things up, right? And that's kind of what I felt in meditation. And so I do feel there's some light being shed on a situation that is needing change that needs to be changed. Leo, you could be dealing with somebody with Leo in their chart or have a major Leo placement, but I do feel the energy is indicating some massive changes. So let's see what else needs to come through for you, Aries. We'll get a few of these cards, and then we're going to jump in with the tarot, and I'm going to be using the Everyday Witch Tarot today. So messages for Aries, please. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Jupiter, and North Node. Messages for Aries. Ooh, I just feel like this overwhelming dissatisfaction now all of a sudden. So maybe you're dissatisfied with wherever you're at in your life. Maybe there's some health issues coming up that you're going to need to look into. Tension. So I do feel get ready to experience some tension. A semi-square or a square or a quincunx, these are very uncomfortable energies, and so you might be battling with somebody this month. We get the root energy, and on the bottom of the deck we get Jupiter. And so Jupiter is also in Taurus, but it is retrograde. And so what I feel going on here is an internal expansion. And so there could be tension with another person coming up here. This is a 54, though, breaking down to a 9. And so what 9 tells me is there is something reaching completion. When we get to a 9, it's time to close out a cycle. It's time to let something go. The root card is a 38. And so there is some deep, deep roots here. There is a deep, uncomfortable attachment here. And so what I feel is you getting to the root of the issue in order to embrace some changes. And so I do feel some type of an expansion going on internally with the Taurus energy. And so Taurus is all about, what do you value? I do feel maybe going inward to change your views when it comes to what your value is. Maybe doing some healing work around some self-worth issues. But I just feel this energy of being completely taken down. And maybe this is an energy of completely being uprooted in order to build in a new direction. 38 also breaks down to 11. And so I feel you're at a crossroads here, mastering some type of lesson. And so I do feel get ready for some light to be shed on what it is that you wish to cultivate in your life moving forward. There's that Taurus energy. And so you are at a crossroads. It's kind of time to choose to go in a new direction is kind of what it feels like. The sun is saying, hey, all of these new light codes have been pouring into the collective. This is an 18 breaking down to a 9 once again. And so a cycle is reaching completion and you're at a crossroads here. So I do feel a major decision is needing to be made. This is also Empress energy. This is the mother energy as well. And so I do feel with all of these outer planets still in retrograde, although we did just have Pluto go direct, we do still have Uranus retrograde. We have Jupiter retrograde, both of those in Taurus. We also have Saturn and Neptune in retrograde in Pisces. And so we're in this massive reviewal energy, reviewing the past. What do we need to change to move forward? It's a 15, and so it's a 6 energy. So I do feel like you are on the journey to harmony and balance, but there is something here that needs to be expanded upon in order to reach a certain level of completion. I think get ready to grab the bull by the horns, and maybe things are going to be very challenging because you don't know exactly where you're going. But I feel once Saturn goes direct, and Saturn will be stationing direct on November the 4th, you're going to be able to restructure and you're going to be able to move forward is what it's feeling like. So let's jump in with the tarot and see what else needs to come through for you, Aries. Well, there we go. We get the Fool. So this is a brand new beginning. This is a reset energy. Maybe it's time to throw caution to the wind and take a risk, take a leap of faith. This is your card, Aries. The Fool is ruled by Aries. But then we get this Queen of Swords in reverse. So yeah, you could be dealing with an ex. You might have to, get some firm boundaries in with an ex. And I just feel this energy too of where do you need to get really honest with yourself? I do feel there's this aspect of maybe denial under the surface. The Queen of Swords reversed. There could be a lack of logic here. Maybe you need to use some logic. You could also be dealing with maybe an authoritative figure. This could be like a lawyer, somebody in the court systems as well with the Queen of Swords reversed. And so I just feel this energy too, though, like there's untrustworthiness below the surface. So let's see what this new beginning is all about for you. Could be dealing with the Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, or you could have those placements in your chart, Aries. But I think we're going to do a 9-card spread. This one just come jumping right out again. So the Queen of Swords reversed. You might have to block somebody. You might have to get really firm and block somebody here. You could have an ex coming at you trying to stir up drama like I had felt in the meditation. But I just feel it's time for you to really instill some firm boundaries. And that's what that Aries North Node is kind of asking us all to do right now. I will clarify that Queen of Swords a little bit deeper. But let's see what needs to come through for you, Aries. 2 of Wands. You are definitely at a crossroads. You have a big decision to make. And then we get the Tower. Wow. The Queen of Wands reversed. The 5 of Cups upright. We get the 2 of Swords. So definitely crossroads energy. The 9 of Wands reversed. And that's that inner core wound coming up to be addressed, to be healed. The Chariot in reversed. The 2 of Cups and the Ace of Cups in reverse. So I definitely feel an ending here and laying down a long-standing burden, right? When we get to the 9s, we're almost at completion, right? And so when we get to the 10s, it's like, hey, we're one step past completion. It's really time to lay down a long-standing burden. I think you've been carrying the weight maybe in a relationship for a long time, maybe up to 10 years. but I feel it's kind of time to lay a burden down. What's below the 10 of Wands is the Knight of Cups. So you could be dealing with maybe somebody here that could be a little bit immature. I can't tell if these are sharks or dolphins underneath, but I kind of feel like you might be dealing with a love bomber here. You could be dealing with a love bomber here. I do feel in the recent past there was some type of tower. There was some type of breakdown. There's definitely some holes in a foundation here. There was something here that was a little rocky. And I feel like maybe you tried to turn your back to this. The tower comes in to completely shift your beliefs, right? The tower comes in to break down a false foundation where I feel maybe you were unwilling to make a decision or wanting to just turn your back to some issues. But I do feel like there's anger here. Maybe there's jealousy, possessiveness. There's also this energy of feeling drained and depleted and grieving over a loss with the 5 of Cups. I feel this energy, though, of like you've hit the mark, right? You've been feeling stuck. There's been a decision needing to be made. And this is the energy of like a bullseye, right? It's almost like Spirit's kind of been communicating with you. It's kind of time to take your shot. It's time to take the rose-colored glasses off is what it feels like. And so with this 9 of Wands in reversed, I feel you've likely struggled in a connection with all kinds of communication issues. I think, you know, the communication has been very combative, very challenging. I feel like you're just exhausted. You really don't have anything left to say. I feel you're on defense. I feel you've really been battered and bruised here, Aries. And I do feel a recognition of what no longer is working. The 9 of Wands reversed is a conscious recognition of a core wound. And I do feel this is stemming around the heart chakra with the Ace of Cups in reverse. I feel something's recently come to a dead stop, or it's about to come to a dead stop. There could be an emotional outburst ahead. But I do feel a complete disconnect in a connection here. There is a disconnect in a connection here. There's this energy of the love is gone, and you might have to get really firm with some boundaries here. So I do feel within the next 2 days to 2 weeks, there is going to be a breakdown of a false foundation, and you've not wanted to look at this. You've really not wanted to look at the holes in the foundation. You've kind of been just completely depleted. And maybe it's this energy of like the party is over. I do feel there is an ending here. You could be dealing with a Cancer. I do feel Cancer. We got Mars energy with the Tower, and we just had Mars enter into Scorpio. And Scorpio energy is all about getting to the bottom of a situation. And I do feel something here has been hidden. There was something hidden here. Let's clarify this Queen of Swords reverse that kind of popped out at the beginning of the reading. And let's see what this Queen of Swords has to say. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Well, we get the Page of Cups in reversed with the 7 of Swords in reversed and the 5 of Pentacles in reversed. I do feel there's been a situation here hanging in the balance, and there is a need for a decision to be made. I just feel anger, bitterness. I feel a lack of apology here. I also feel there could have been some kind of exposure of cheating, stealing. I feel this Queen of Swords in reversed is cutting out everything that's not sincere. I do feel there's a period of time that is going to be required for healing. You could have recently had somebody maybe leave you out in the cold, abandon you, sneak away. Children could be involved, and then we get the Justice card in reversed as well. So there is an injustice here. There is that scales of balance that I kind of felt at the beginning of the reading. And I do feel it's like you're sick and tired of being walked all over is kind of what it feels like. I think you might be going AWOL with some communication coming up here, Aries, in order to close out a cycle, the world. I do feel you're reaching completion with a major life lesson. So you could be dealing with one of the fixed signs, Taurus, Scorpio, Leo, or Aquarius. But I feel it's time to learn this lesson. You might have to leave a home situation behind. You might have to turn your back on a home situation. It's this energy of like you've kind of only dipped your toes in the water of this new experience. And so there's a major realignment taking place here. I just feel like something's recently kind of been flipped upside down. And I do feel movement, but there is a need to heal from a broken heart here. So let's clarify this Nine of Wands in reversed. Page of Coins in reverse. So this is a situation, I feel, where there's no more working things out. There's no more second chances. The Four of Cups in reversed is the energy of release. Releasing a stuck, stagnant situation. I do feel there's been a lot of grieving. There's been a lot of depression, maybe even suppression. I feel like maybe you were in a connection that maybe held you back. There is a need for healing here with the Four of Swords reversed. Oh, Three of Swords reversed. Pardon me. Three of Swords reversed. Bottom of the deck, the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. So there's definitely a situation here where I feel it didn't really progress. We got the Page of Cups, or no, the Page of Pentacles in reverse with the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. Maybe this was a commitment, you know, where you've known this person since, you know, you were younger, since your childhood or teenage years. But I feel you can't hold on anymore. I do feel there's a need to heal. Maybe journaling will help serve you over the next coming days, but I do feel it's really time to put in the work on yourself to understand why a situation didn't turn out the way you wanted it to do, the way you wanted it to, right? I'm having a hard time talking today, so maybe there's been blocks in communication. I just feel you've been dealing with somebody that really was not in it for the long haul. I also feel with this Knight of Pentacles in reverse, it's like maybe somebody kind of robbed you. Robbing of innocence is what I'm hearing. Robbing of some innocence. And it's kind of time to put in the work to go forward. I do feel it's going to be tense. You might have to have a confrontation with somebody that you're needing to release in order to go through a period of heart healing. I do think it's time to put in the work to heal your heart. You're likely dealing with somebody that was a reflection of some type of childhood wound. And it's kind of time to find the balance and move forward from that. So let's see what this Two of Swords is, because there is something here that you're not quite seeing clearly that is going to be revealed. Ooh, the Knight of Swords in reverse. There's that combative communication. Unexpected communication, uncomfortable communication with the Fool and the King of Pentacles in reverse. So yeah, I feel this energy of this could be a childhood pattern connected to a father wound. We go from the Page reverse to the Knight of Pentacles in reverse to the King of Pentacles reverse. So this could be a long-standing commitment where maybe one person grew and the other person didn't really grow up. I see a man here that is immature, childish, wants to look like they have it all. You're likely dealing with somebody very ungrounded, very unstable, struggling financially. And I do feel there is going to be an argument. And I do feel you're dealing with somebody that's, you know, trying to create all kinds of issues within a group of friends, maybe stir up drama and conflict here. But you're being told to turn your back to this situation, to take a leap of faith. I do feel this energy of like blind justice is kind of playing out. And you're going to have faith here. So let's take a look at the Chariot reverse, because I do feel some type of an emotional release or a state of catharsis or an emotional outburst here. But something is definitely coming to a dead stop in order for healing to commence. And so the Four of Swords is the death of an idea or a person. And so I do think you're going to need to go through a period of resting, of healing, going within, meditating, healing your heart after a breakdown. Yeah, after a walking away of a situation that brought you a lot of confusion, a lot of dissatisfaction. I do feel maybe you've been spending a lot of time understanding the whys as to why it didn't work out. But I feel it's kind of time to stack up all of those cups on the table. It's time to get your emotional house in order and to release something where I feel the flame has kind of gone out. I do feel it's time for self-love here. And then we get the Lovers. And so I do feel what you don't see coming is an unexpected choice in love. I do feel a deep spiritual bond here. But you are going to have to choose to go through healing, and you're going to have to walk away from something that has caused you a lot of discomfort, maybe for the last 4 years. But I do feel Gemini. You could be dealing with a Gemini. There could be exposure of another lover here. I do feel the worst is over. I do feel the worst is over, and it's kind of time to pick yourself up. With the Ten of Swords reversed, I feel this energy connected to that Queen of Swords in reverse. It's like the ending's here, it's over, the worst has already happened, but still a tad bit of denial when it comes to releasing a situation because the spark was gone. I don't feel a renewal here. I feel an ending. I feel making peace with a very painful ending. There could have been some kind of betrayal here. Maybe somebody went towards another lover or is choosing another lover. But I feel the only way to have victory here is to just walk away. Walk away. It's not worth the fight. It's definitely not worth the fight. So let's get you one last message with the Spiritual Journey Oracle deck. We'll get you one last advice card here. What else does Aries need to be aware of, please? Messages for Aries. Dreams. Pay attention to your dreams, Aries. Pay attention to your dreams and be open to receiving. So journaling. You are definitely encouraged to journal. I do feel Spirit's been trying to convey messages to you when it comes to these major life changes. And I do feel they're either right ahead or you've already gone through these major life changes. And so this change is for your expansion. I do feel maybe this change come in unexpectedly and maybe you want immediate results. But this change is a gift. No matter how painful this change is, it's a gift for your evolution, for your growth. And so pay attention. If you've been spending way too much time up in your head with all of this mental clutter, Aries, I do think it's time to quiet the mind. Where did that Four of Swords go? Quiet the mind, rest your mind, rest your heart, go through a complete revitalization of the energies. But I do feel within the next 2 days to 2 weeks, you're going to have to take complete ownership of whatever situation here has been playing out in order for you to walk away to step into your highest potential. And so any step forward is going to be a step in the right direction, Aries. And so maybe this healing journey is to allow you to develop some psychic abilities that you have already. And so be ready to receive something. There is a release. And once the release is complete, then there's this energy of receiving. And that's kind of what I got for you, Aries. I hope this helped. I hope this resonated. If you would like to book a personal or a soulmate reading with me, I do encourage you to check out that description box below. And I also look forward to seeing you all again next time. Thank you.